to graph this piecewise function, the easiest way to go about it is to make a table, but only plugging in points like on that interval. So if we start with the x plus 1 to the fourth, where x is greater than or equal to -2, I'll make a little table here. I'll start by plugging in -2, and then values greater than that. So like -1, 0, 1, and 2. So if I plug -2 into here, it's -1 to the fourth, which is 1. If I plug in -1, it's 0. If I plug in 0, it's 1 to the fourth, which is 1. If I plug in 1, it's 2 to the fourth, which is 16. If I plug in 2, it's 3 to the fourth, which is 81. So like we don't even need those last 2 points. I'm not going to fit on the screen. But I'm going to graph, so I'm going to graph -2, comma 1. Oops, it's not really graphing. Come on. And then -1, comma 0. And then 0, comma 1. And then 2, comma, 0, comma 1. And then 1, comma 16, right? It's going to be somewhere up here. So, that's a closed circle right there. Now, if I just, let's just ignore this for a second. If I were to graph y equals x plus 1 to the fourth, just by itself, like where x belongs to the set of real numbers, that would just be like a really skinny parabola shifted 1 to the right. So it would look like that. So what we're doing to go from here to here is we're just graphing this, but on this interval, x is greater than or equal to -2. So like we would just erase the part where x is like greater or is less than -2. All right. So that's like another way to do it, instead of making a table, to just graph it over all real numbers and then erase the part that you don't need. All right. So now that gives us half of our piecewise function. The other half is just saying that y is -6 when x is less than or equal to -2. So y equals -6 is a horizontal line, okay? But that's for all real numbers. So now we're just going to graph it where x is less than -2. So I'm going to erase this part. I mean, you don't have to graph it to begin with. And then I'm going to put an open circle here so that the person reading the graph knows that at, like if I do g of -2 and I look at the graph, like it's not equal to -6, all right, but it is equal to 1. So that'd be the graph of something like this.